All right, what's going on, y'all? One Piece chapter 1154. I'm gonna be reacting to it. Let's get right into it, right? Okay. So, One Piece chapter 1154. I can't even die. That's kind of crazy. That's pretty crazy for the name of this chapter. And we got the cover story still going. It says Oni Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 38. If you've seen my other reactions to the chapters, you've seen like I've had a little bit of growth over time saying the name of this cover story because at first I was messing it up pretty bad. But continuing on. At the grave of a hero born in West Blue and brought up in Ringo. Okay. Born in the West Blue and brought up in Ringo. Who is this again? I don't know. If you remember who this is, let me know in the chat or the comments. And maybe I'll look into it after the stream. We ain't got no author note, so let's get right into it. All right, continuing, I'm assuming with King Harold's backstory / Loki's backstory. 63 years ago, Lord Jarul, the oldest man in the present day, lost his partner. Cascade Beard Jorul was struck down dead by the hands of a certain young girl. Her name was Charlotte Linlin, a mere human, yet she left a large part of a giant village in ruins. Big Mom gotta basically have some giant DNA in her or something, right? There's no way that she was just like born like this and she just happened to be a human that's just ridiculously big. Obviously there are other big humans in One Piece, but when you really take a look at the recent story and some of the new things that we've learned about, there's a chance that a person like Whitebeard, there's a chance that a person like Blackbeard are actually part Buccaneer maybe, or are Buccaneers, like Kuma is. So let's continue on. Do you think that Big Mom might have some Buccaneer lineage or some giant lineage that we just don't know of yet? She would later go on to become an emperor, earning the epithet Big Mom. And she looking like a demon right here. That same year, Elbaf faced... Okay, so this is interesting. We're going to continue from the aftermath of Big Mom's backstory that we got way back in Whole Cake Island. That same year, Elbaf faced a string of tragedies. It was calamity after calamity, sudden fires, windstorms, and bitter cold waves devastated the crops. The abnormal weather also brought fishing to a halt. This once magnificent land had fallen into famine. Damn, and they freeze him. Now do you see? This is all that child's doing. Wow, she blamed it on Loki? It's not Loki's fault, it's really Big Mom, if anything. Well, the initial part is Big Mom for sure. This land was cursed because you all failed to kill it immediately. And this guy's just like ... No, surely it's just a coincidence. She crashed now, legit. And Loki is just pushing his hand like this and busting freaking wooden blocks or whatever this is. Yeah, he's staring at me. Prince Loki, take it away. Don't ever let that monster near me again. Worst mom in One Piece. Worst mom in One Piece. Well, I don't know. Big Mom. What's Big Mom's name? Her mom's name? Freaking Mother Caramel. They're pretty bad. So, but it's just tough when a mother doesn't love her child, you know? Loki's crying. Prince Loki, you have to keep away from your mother's room. Gouge out those monstrous eyes. If left unchecked, his curse will grow till it brings about this nation's collapse. And Loki's just very sad and crying. Wow, I'm hungry. Sorry, sweetie, that was the last bit of bread we had. And so they're going through this famine, and it's basically looking like the Ice Age in this bitch. You're going reaving? We could easily steal what we need from the humans. Ain't that how it's always been in Elbaf's history? Like, let's say hypothetically they are stealing a bunch of supplies from some humans. Is that feeding like one child? One giant child? Like, let's be real. Don't be ridiculous. A senseless raid on them would only bring shame to Elbaf. That's the law of the land now. Those bastards from Hunter's village are attacking. What? Are they? Oh, what are they? It seems they've hit other villages too. Quick, arm yourselves. Don't let them loot the village. Internal giant struggles weren't unheard of. during desperate times, but these incidents only resulted in making the period more severe and bloody. The country was engulfed in chaos and misery. I heard a rumor about that princeling born in the castle. He's cursed. And the bitterness festered as spirits broke. Hey, wait. Hazrudin, your brother doomed this country with his curse. Huh? As his elder brother, you'll take responsibility as a sacrifice. Yo, sins of the brother. This is crazy. What are you talking about? Don't you know my son's a cutie who's gonna be the world's longest living man? Can it, Item? You're nothing but an outsider who seduced Harold. Go to hell. And he's strangling her? Oh no. Go to work. Go to work, Hazrudin. Don't you lay a finger on my mom or somebody else go to work. King Harold's going to work. I'm gonna flatten you. And he that nigga right in his head, as he should. Daddy, King Harold. Brothers, you must not fight amongst each other. The king? Harold's design just keeps getting more fire as we keep going too. I love his design. And he's gotta be related to Kaido in some way, right? I mean, he's even got the goatee now. Word reached me about Loki's birth and the recent famine. I was building a rapport with various nations. When the news came, our allies acted without hesitation. They loaded tons of food and supplies to be shipped here. Humans may be small in stature, but not will. Our allied nations came together to ensure that. We got enough to truly fill and satiate our giant bellies. We will graciously accept their aid. Harold, how are we supposed to dock on the island? Yahahaha, it's as big as you'd expect. Dig in and fill your hearts with gratitude. And they're eating and they're crying. If these good folk are ever in a pinch, it'll be our job to return the favor with all our might. Remember, this tiny world is ours to share. Queen Estrid continued to publicly declare that the plagues suffered by Elbaf were brought on by the accursed prince, which is her own son, which is crazy. I could understand a little bit more if it was like she was saying that Hazrudin was the cursed son, because, you know, that's not her child, but it's crazy. She denounced her son with bitter hatred until her final anguished breath. Naturally, the people believed her passing was part of the curse. Oh man, and Harold was crying, but he's happy to have his son. You see, I like that even though, you know, his wife was a complete bitch, he still had love for Loki himself, you know what I'm saying? He's holding him like a proud dad right now. And at this point in the story, now Loki has the bandages over his eyes, so that's interesting. It's interesting that he has the bandages now after his mom's already passed, but who's to say he didn't have it for a little bit at this point? He was born with a condition that affects his eyes. Well, he could see, but I understand. What a pity. He can't even smile for me. I guess it makes sense. He did just lose his mother. At only a few months old, Loki had given up on love. Oh, my heart. And then he's gonna get his heart broken again by Lola. Anyway, you sure have a lot of scrapes. No, those are... Harold's diplomacy soon started to bear fruit, and Elbaf's winter finally came to a close. Branch Route 1? Branch Route 1? That's right. It'll help build inter-village trade and communication. King Harold was a great king, yo. From the moment that he basically started really taking his duty seriously and stuff, he's been building Elbaf up, making it so that they have better infrastructure, better knowledge, more connectivity with the rest of the world, advancements like trade. Everything's been really good for him as far as him being a real true leader. And he's making me want to do like a leaders tier list or something like that for the One Piece characters, because there's a lot of great leaders in One Piece. Anyway, restoring the fractured nation and venturing across the seas continued to be prioritized while other things became an afterthought. Freak. Estrid's older brother was appointed as Loki's personal steward. Oh, okay, that's her brother. Anyway, he hating. This is the realm of the dead, isn't it? Isn't it dangerous here? The coastline, Hazrudin is saying this to his mama. The coastline keeps this area separated, so the beast won't come near here. You're so cute. when you're worried. What's her name? Estrid? Estrid is so nice. Don't you have, or Ida? Ida's so nice, excuse me, not Estrid. Don't you have training with Elbow from West Village? You should head back. This is Ida's Tavern, you hear. Fishermen, castaways, even pirates. I'm ready for any and all customers. With any luck, I'll be of help to Harold. And you see, this is the type of woman you want in your life, you know what I'm saying? She wants to build up the things that she's doing, but at the end of the day, she always looks at the greater whole and y'all building together. 56 years ago, so where did we start off? We started at 63, I think. One second. Yes, 63. So we jumped ahead a few more years to 56 years. And at 56 years, at Ja Rule's house, you were at the scene of the reverie incident, Harold. Oh, so we're not going to get to see it? Oh, I'm sick. I wanted to see that scene with Brent, King Harold, and Shanks, but it seems like it's just going to kind of get skipped over. But wait, this is 56 years ago, so no, this isn't the scene that Shanks was referring to, obviously, because Shanks isn't even 50 yet. Yeah, my friend was one of the... Maybe, is this about when the giant robot attacked Marisha? We might have to see. Yeah, my friend was one of the invited kings. He smuggled me in as one of his guards. I couldn't ask the questions I wanted to without blowing my cover. If that murder hadn't happened, I might have been exposed. If that murder hadn't happened... Okay. If you were caught, all this would be the least of your worries. Haven't you heard the tale of the Galera Warhammer Company? Kanji is Great Hammer Battalion. Furigana might be a spin on Galila. That would make sense. They're the gruff troop of giant shipwrights that arm themselves with warhammers, right? I thought they were just a myth. No, they existed. They really did travel far and wide, sending letters back to Elbaf. I received the final letter myself. It said they'd all been captured. Can you believe it? Over 100 warriors were taken prisoner, including ancient giants. Okay. You think the world government was responsible? There is no doubt that they once faced a great enemy. However, they sank deep into the ocean at a certain point in history. Deep within the ocean, You know what that sounds like? That sounds like ancient Wano that's beneath regular Wano. To be blunt, there's probably which is giving me some thoughts here. But let's continue. There's probably a deeper reason why your ideals haven't worked out, and it has nothing to do with you. Lingering animosity, huh? These are just rumors, but I also heard a story about a frozen army of giants somewhere. Interesting. If you're not really aware, in Norse mythology, Loki is known as a frost giant or something like that. And there's actually a whole story about, what's his name? Utgold Loki or something like that. I forgot what his name is. I did a video on this like over a year ago. And basically, there's a whole section of Loki's lore that has to do with frost giants. But continuing on. It seems our people are regarded as enemies of the larger world. Clearly, but I've already resolved to face any hurdle. Prince Loki, I know you cursed my sister. Oh, cursed and killed my sister. Excuse me. Prince Loki, with a heart this time. Now let's see what kind of garbage we'll be serving up today. Wah, the horse of fortune died. The steward's body was in the realm of the dead. Okay, so we're getting a little mini time skip from little panel to little panel. We're seeing Loki get a little bit older. We're seeing the horns grow out of his head a little bit more. So now we're at 48 years ago, before the present day. The villages drew closer in terms of... Oh, did I miss a part? No. The villages drew closer in terms of trade and identity, and the nation stood together. My dream is to join hands with many other countries around the planet for the giant race to become welcome all over this grand world. King Harold's so cool. He's changed so much. He's going to be a king who will go down in history. Well, you look thrilled, Hajrudin. Is it because you're illegitimate? Prince Loki is the true heir, right? These people are such dicks, yo. What the hell? You're just an illegitimate throwaway. And Loki's smiling. Loki's an asshole. Beat them all up, guys. And okay, at this point, it's already established that Loki's friends with these giant animals and stuff, which is interesting because of how the beginning of the arc started, and Shamrock putting a whooping on him. This is did I skip a part? This is a disaster. King Harold's already left on his voyage. They're coming. Close the doors and get the children inside. And then Loki bursts through with all these freaking animals behind him. Loki, driven by scorn, unleashed chaos onto Elbaf. That's crazy. I mean, I can't defend this one, Loki. I can't defend this one. He laughed as at the feeble as they ran. Hey, Loki, Dad went through hell to rebuild this village. Huh? You think you get to call my father Dad? I don't get why everyone respects him. He's dumb for trying to play nice with those human insects. That's crap. We should all try to see from each other's perspectives. Don't get cocky just because you're big. Being cocky is my right. I'm the prince. And he's clubbed the hell out of Hajrudin. Don't you dare talk back to me, runt. That's crazy. Hajrudin, stay back. Gerd, he'll think you're his friend. Loki will hit you next. We are his friends, you dummy. And she popped, I forgot what his name is, the cook, in the head. Hajrudin, are you okay? He needs first aid. And Loki's kind of getting pissed off that they're like going to help him or whatever. Ha 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 ha. You're so pathetic. I could puke, Hajrudin. You're just a group of weaklings huddling together. It's because of your mom's filthy blood. Yo, this little nigga turned into Draco Malfoy real quick. Basically called him a mudblood. Anyway, young master, that's going too far. He's still the son of the king. He's also a prince. Don't call him a prince. Loki spread pain and destruction, but nothing he did filled the whole. And everyone around him is like, man, this little guy's kind of a dick. He's smashing stuff, but then he just crashes into the ground and he's like, I can't even die. So he basically did what Kaido did and jumped down from high up and he couldn't die, which is the name of the chapter. Ooh, what are we getting into now? What is this? What's the deal with this island? Where's the welcome committee? Roar, grr, yada, yada, yada. Oh, we found one. Look, it's a giant whelp. This is definitely Elbaf. Gee ha ha ha, this brat's got one hell of a devil's face. I know he's a giant, but isn't he a bit too big? Hey kid, why are you crying? Oh my god, we got the yo, this is fire, yo. This is crazy. Anyway, Harold spotted this particular man 8 years ago during the reverie. So all right, let me keep going. He single-handedly killed a Navy HQ admiral and vanished without a trace. This feat earned him a massive bounty. Are we gonna see his bounty? And the government's ire. All right, kid, you better say yes to both these questions. I ain't the type to take that takes no for an answer. First off, this is Elbaf, land of the giants, yeah? Second, we'll find Harold here, yeah? Rocks D. Zebek, future captain of the Rocks Pirates, father of Emperor Blackbeard. So he wasn't even the captain of the Rocks Pirates at this point? What is he considered? He's already got Whitebeard with him, and Shiki, and I can't tell who this woman is. Who's this woman right here? But oh my god, yo, Rox's freaking design is so fire. Oh my god. I low-key got spoiled on this panel, which is why the thumbnail is what it is. But I can't be mad at it. But man, he is living up to my expectations right now. And this guy is very clearly related to Blackbeard. He's got the same goatee and all that. This is dope, yo. I can't be mad. I can't wait to see this guy let loose. Because where are we at right now? We're at, well, they didn't say during the little mini time skips how far forward we've gone at this point. But let's just see what happens. How long after this do you think that the Rocks Pirates were created or whatnot? Since this isn't even the actual Rocks Pirates yet. Father of Emperor Blackbeard? Oh, how did I not see that part? What the? Yo, what? What? Oh my god, yo. This is a great chapter, yo. This is a GOAT chapter right here, yo. Oh my god, yo. So, is Loki gonna be chilling with these guys for a while, or what? Is he gonna join the Rocks Pirates for a short period of time? The not Rocks Pirates? This is crazy, bro. I'm speechless right now. I'm just noticing that he looks like Blackbeard, but I didn't even read the part about him being his freaking father. But I think that a lot of people kind of saw that coming. At the end of the day, Blackbeard kind of designed so much after Rocks. He's got his island, the pirate island, where he basically built his crew to begin with. His ship is called the Saber of Zebek. So it's not the most surprising thing, but I'm still kind of surprised, I can't lie. And I'm curious what business he wants with Harold specifically. I don't think we really know too much about Rocks in this specific period of time, you know what I'm saying? The only thing we really know is some of the things that he accomplished and the fact that he was on God Valley with his actual like pirate crew at that point. But man, yo, this is crazy. What do you think is the reason that Whitebeard joined him initially? You know what I'm saying? And it's also crazy. Do you think that Whitebeard knew that Teach was his son as well? Probably. I'm gonna say probably, and that's probably the reason why he picked him up and let him join his crew when he did. This is just craziness, bro. He looks just like Blackbeard in the face. I'm taking it back, yo. I'm taking it back right now. Let me know what your favorite part of this chapter was. This is a great chapter again. I want to see how King Harold gets from this point to where he is at the beginning of the flashback, where he's getting potentially killed by Loki or whoever. Obviously, I think Emu's going to play a part in that. I'm curious. Also, who do you think was killed at the Reverie? That's pretty wild. What else? This is a lot going on in this chapter, yeah. There's a lot going on. What does Big Mom have to do with everything as well? She almost feels like she has to come back, but at the same time, it's like they kind of just breeze through her part in the story, to be quite honest. Anyway, have a great weekend, and let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe, like the video, all that good shit.